I've just landed in Bere Island, which is off the coast of Cork. It's my first time here. I got a ferry from Pontoon, which is about 4 kilometres outside Castletownbere. There's two different ferry operators. The other one leaves from closer to Castletownbere, or in Castletownbere. So this one has brought me up to the eastern end of the island, and the island is 10 kilometres by 2 kilometres. So I plan on staying for 2 nights here. So I think there'll be plenty to keep me entertained and just have a bit of a chilled time. This is my first island of 2024. Got some sunshine this evening. It's about 6 o'clock now, and I've all day tomorrow as well, so I'm just going to explore the eastern end of the island this evening and see where it takes me and get my bearings a little bit and try find somewhere to set up for the night. I'm not planning on doing too much. It's quite a long drive down here, about it took me over 4.5 hours, 4.75 hours. Stopped for about 5 minutes to go to the toilet. So it's a long drive. I'm just going to take it easy now and just enjoy this nice weather and the long days. So as I said, it's about 6 o'clock, so it's not going to get dark till about 10 o'clock. So plenty of time. There's a couple of looped tracks marked on my map. So this one is called the Gallán Loop, which covers the eastern end of the island. And I'm not sure, some of these tracks may not be suitable for my Brompton. This is a road, this is fine. And I may do some hiking without the bike tomorrow, we'll see how I get on. I am prepared for that if that happens and I want to hide the bike somewhere. But I've good road, I think, for this loop, and I believe there's a sandy beach. So the village that I came through at the pier there is called Gallán, if that's how it's pronounced. So named this loop the Gallán Loop. And I believe there's a sandy beach along this route, so I'm going to be looking out for that, and hopefully that'll be my spot for stopping for the night. I'm looking for a beach called Scart Beach, and I'm not sure which cove it's in, so I'm hoping it's this one. Little bit of effort to get here, but it's just gorgeous. Loving it already. I think I've found home for the night. It's not ideal in that there's a bit of a path here and I'm going to have to camp quite near to a path, but I really doubt there's going to be anyone down here at all. It's 8 o'clock, so there's still a bit of time. There's a house not in view, up behind the rocks there, and out of courtesy I went up, but there was no one there. Looks like it's probably just a holiday home, possibly. So I'm just going to set up here for the night. I took a little ramble up further along this path here, but I'm happy to stay here.
Close your eyes. Get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day. But I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul. Hold my hand. Don't let go. I understand.
Good morning. It's about 10 to 6 now. I'm up. Probably got up at about 10 past 5. And it's just been gorgeous to watch the sunrise. That's Hungry Hill behind me there in the Caha Mountains that I walked through a couple of years ago now. And I remember being on that walk and looking over at Bere Island and planning on coming here one day. So I eventually made it. And the Sheep's Head Peninsula is over there. So just a beautiful way to spend a morning. Just leaving my camp spot now. It's about 50 meters up to a gate that was a little bit difficult to bring the bike and bags through yesterday, so I've just put my backpack on my back, and then when I get through this gate I can attach it back onto the rear carrier. So off for day 2's adventures. Few little ideas in mind, but no firm plan, which is a great way to be spending the day. There's quite a lot of areas along this end of the island that are marked with military signs. So there's no flag flying. So I'm walking along. I assume from the map, because it's showing a track and that you are allowed walk on these tracks once there's no flag flying. There's a Martello Tower identified on my map, so I'm going to take a walk up to it, and I've just left the bike behind, and I'll go back and collect it when I'm done with this little walk. Blackberry jam. It's 12 o'clock and I'm at Murphy's shop, post office and coffee shop, and I'm after getting a paper map, so it's given me a good sense of what I might like to get done today, what I might like to see. So I'll try show you on the map to give you a sense of the layout of things. So this is where I came in on the ferry yesterday at Lawrence Cove, and this is where I camped last night at Scart Beach, and this is the last Martello Tower that I visited, Clockland Martello Tower. So this is where I am at the moment, at Murphy's bar, or shop. It's not a bar. And next, what I'd like to see is another Martello Tower, or Martello Tower, and there's a standing stone, there's a cross. I believe the standing stone marks the centre of the island, and there's a big cross. I'd like to walk this loop, which is along the cliff edge, Dunbeg Loop it's called. So I might take the bike further along here then, and I have it in my head to maybe camp at this lighthouse tonight. So I'm not sure how far I'm going to be able to bring the bike in. I'll see, I'm sure I can put the backpack on my bag and just hide the bike somewhere. So that's a rough plan that I've come up with now. Like I said, it's 12 o'clock, so I've got lots of time before it gets dark. The hill wins. It's bloody steep. That was Ardnakinna Martello Tower with stunning views on both sides, and that was the highest point I'd been at. And next stop now is the standing stone, and then on to the cross. I think it's called Holy Cross, and I can see it in the distance at a much greater elevation. I'll have to check my map to see what height it is. but perfect conditions here to be able to savour all that Bere Island has to offer. I saw a sign that the Doonbeg loop takes 4 hours walking, so maybe I'll leave that for another day and come back and do it. It's 3 o'clock now and I'm just gonna take my time to get over to the other side of the island. The Heritage Centre is well worth a visit. It's full of lots of information about the island. I'm really not an information person, but it's very good. I had a brainwave as I was cycling down the hill there. As I was cycling down, I realised, oh my god, I'm going to have to come up this tomorrow. So I bought a return ticket on Murphy's ferry yesterday, which cost me €8. And then I just realised, why am I going to retrace my steps? Beautiful and all as the island is, it is hard work cycling. So I'm going to get the ferry tomorrow from the west end of the island, and that'll bring me back to Castletownbere, and then I'll have a much more flat and probably boring 4 or 5 kilometres out on the road, as opposed to crossing the hilly terrain of the island. So that's my brainwave that I thought I'd share with you all. I forgot about water. I think I could be meeting the last house that I'm going to see, so I'm going to pop in here to get some water. Never thought of it at the Heritage Centre. I'm sure I could have got some there. Another flash of genius that I had a while ago was realising that a working lighthouse isn't an appropriate place to camp with a flashing light every 10 seconds. So I'll just have to play it by ear and see how I go.
It's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to grey.
Yet another gate. This one I can't open, and I've decided that I'm just going to hide the bike and bag here. And it's about another kilometre to the lighthouse. The track up until now, it was fine for the bike, and it might be still okay going forward. But I've decided to hide it and walk with my big backpack. Hid the bike and my bike bag, and my body hiding skills are definitely improving. So a bit of a trek yet to get to the lighthouse, and I didn't have to come over here, of course, but I think it's about 5 o'clock or 4:30 or something. So I wasn't even on the island this time yesterday, so I have lots of time. And I've just had a Snickers. That'll carry me through to get as far as the lighthouse.
Right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair.
I got the drone up, but I had to take it back down again. I wasn't able to control it in the wind. So I'm just walking back along the trail, and there was plenty of spots that I saw that I could camp, and it'd be great to get a bit of shelter from this wind. It's forecast to die down a bit. But yeah, that's the next plan. Get the tent up. Mission accomplished. I've got the tent up. It's a bit after 7, and I'm gonna put on some food and just sit here and relax and watch the show unfold in front of me here. I'm pretty close to the water, and the wind has definitely died down an awful lot. The sun is still really strong. Such a perfect day, such a great day, such a great island. I had no idea it was so nice. Yeah, you really got to do those trails and just to experience what this island has to offer. It's amazing, wonderful spot, and 2 nights wasn't enough. I'd love to have had more time, given it more time, but I certainly got a great flavour. So it's going to be a quiet, relaxing couple of hours for me here until it gets dark. I generally don't have any interest in talking about gear on videos, but I thought I'd mention this one. This is called a bottle shower. So it's a little adapter that you can fit into a bottle. These are normally a standard size, and it's got holes in the top of it so that it kind of functions as a shower. I know you could possibly do something like this with just a lid and put some holes in it, but I find this really great, especially for multi-day trips. When my hair was longer, I really always wanted to be able to wash my hair when I was out for multi-days, so this works perfectly. I'm just slotting it onto my platypus bottle here, and then I can pour some water over my head. I know I've got short hair now and it's not really needed, but it's certainly handy. And I suppose it controls the amount of water that's being released as well, so you're not wasting a lot of water. I've just left my camp spot and I'm heading back to catch the ferry from the western end of the island. There's a ferry at 12:30. It's about 10:30 now, so I've had a really leisurely morning. Wonderful trip to a fantastic island for hiking and cycling and chilling out. So hope again that you enjoyed the video, and I'll let you know if my bike is still there.